Shortages of highly experienced teachers has a disproportionate effect on low-income and minority pupils. They are about twice as likely to be assigned to inexperienced teachers who on average make far fewer learning gains than their experienced counterparts. As a result, low-income Kenyan pupils constantly get less than their fair share of good teachers. But good is a relative term when you step into this environment. This is Hekima Educational Center, and this is Faith Lord Academy. Not too far away from it, St. Jonas Academy. Yes, they are all schools. After all, in Greek terms, a school is simply an institution designed to allow and encourage students or pupils to learn under the supervision of teachers.
It is a school because it consists of children, teachers, the parents.
Pupils are those people who make this Lord Care to be a school. Only pupils and the parents.
What is it that makes it a school?
It's a school. We have the kids, we teach them so many things.
The definition makes no mention of what kind of teachers. At Hekima Educational School, which has enrolled 30 pupils, I find Willis Were hard at work. Willis teaches pupils from class 1 to 4. He has no formal training on teaching, he just takes it as it comes.
An accountant by profession, but I'm using that knowledge I acquired from high school to teach these skills.
So why does he teach here, and what does he believe his role is?
To make sure that these kids are knowledgeable.
Phoebe Kavaji is also a teacher at Hekima Educational Center. She is in fact the proprietor of the school. She informs me that she is qualified to teach, and I'm keen to listen to how she acquired this knowledge.
I'm a teacher by profession, although I handed the certificate in diploma, early childhood.
I'm still on a mission to find out why majority of the teachers in the slums have little or no training whatsoever. Yet for some reason, all express passion and desire to teach the next would-be geniuses. At Faith Lord Care Academy, I get a chance to interview Augustine Waneloba and Elima Simon, 2 of 4 teachers in a school that has a population of 250 pupils. Their story is no different.
In the year 2007, I teach at home for 3 months. Then I come back to Nairobi for a job. But the time I reached here, it becomes difficult to get a job. I started teaching as a school Kiswahili teacher in standard 4, maths, Kiswahili standard 3, and English standard 2.
I'm not trained, but I did my Form 4, and I got a good grade. So instead of just sitting dormant, doing nothing, better this knowledge, that small knowledge that I do have, I may assist you to give the young generation.
But their passion is enviable.
These things, it's like a talent that will be given by God, whereby, especially in our parents, in our homes, my father is a teacher, my grandfather is a teacher, uncles are teachers, so that's experience I gain.
Would these pupils at Faith Lord Care Academy be any less receptive to the learning process if fully aware that Augustine and Elima are not qualified to teach them?
A person like me, who have never stepped into training, I teach more than him or her, okay? Whereby most of the pupils are failing exam, yet the teachers are trained.
More so, where do Augustine's and Elima's challenges come from? Certainly not from the fact that they are untrained.
The school is using the reference books, which means these are books that are not recommended by the government.
Despite the fact that these shacks are schools by definition, the services provided within these schools and their staff are categorized as non-formal education. You couldn't tell from looking at this narrow corridor that leads into this hot and humid Mabati room that a school exists here, nor the fact that this school holds 220 pupils. Here I find Wilbroda Ayesa, another untrained teacher, yet she is the proprietor of St. Jonas Academy.
I'm a Form 4 leaver, although I didn't perform very well.
Wilbroda has been teaching for 9 years and explains why hiring untrained teachers is sometimes a business decision.
We have no enough money to hire the educated or trained teachers. That's why we go for these untrained teachers, so that we just pay them the smallest amount that we get.
In a way, it's ironic. According to Wilbroda, the reason why pupils attend St. Jonas Academy is affordability. Yet, because of the little money she gets, she can't afford the teachers she would like to hire. Like the rest of the untrained teachers, she is on a noble mission.
I inherited because my brother is also a teacher, also my father, my grandfather was also a teacher, but also I may say it is my talent. I want to help these kids to be educated, to have a good future life.
For most of these teachers, this level of teaching experience would not be their lot in life. If offered some form of training, they would gladly take it. And if they were not teachers, what do they see themselves doing?
I think of me to do something under law.
An accountant.
For sure.
Yeah.
It would be safe to assume that teaching is their passion. But the task here is huge and will require more than just a few passionate teachers. The greater need for these schools is teaching and learning materials. They continue to hope that one day the government would incorporate them into the basic education system and bring them at par with other schools around the country. However, in order for the government to harmonize this basic education system, all education providers would have to register with the Ministry of Education, and with registration would come the opportunity of training for all the untrained teachers in the non-formal subsector. But there is a catch. Many of these schools might not afford the registration fees demanded by the government. The situation of teacher quality and effectiveness is deplorable, but the problem is not insurmountable. We have a window of opportunity to make effective changes. To do this, we must first address the issue of shortages of teachers in key subject areas, improve their pay, and eradicate ineffective administrative practices in these schools.